Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse Magazine. I got my Cuban links
Yes,
on.
Cuban B.
I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. Oh!
Yes. Joining me as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the Crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rub on. Put the club soda on there.
Hey.
What's good, Barry?
Not much. What's good with you?
Man, not a ton. Real quick, though, I got to say, bang. You turned a profit with your Pennsylvania Derby Day picks, so yeah, it was like $20
$26. But you know, I look back and I definitely made a betting error. Because I did like obviously Baeza, but the trip that Magnitude got surprised me, and he ran up for second, even though I did think he was probably the next best horse based on everything else. But I thought his running style would compromise him, and they switched it up.
Yeah,
but I still should have played him anyway, because he was just generally, kind of trending and moving in the right direction. Instead of using the one so sandy, I should have used that horse. But
I'm pretty excited to see what Magnitude can do, like going.
It's a good horse. Like, I mean,
as like a handicap horse and everything,
Yeah, he proved it. I mean, it's just whatever it is that's keeping him from running a lot. They got to get that under control, because the more he runs, I'm sure the better he'll get. It's just he hadn't run in a while. He didn't run that great when he came back the last time. I don't know what his injury was. But we'll see. I mean, he ran good on Saturday, so we'll see.
His injury was a stress fracture from the reverberations from shaking the world with that 43-1 Magnitude.
Well, that happens.
It will do you wrong every single time, Barry. All right, guys, what are we going to be talking about today? We're back for another Monday of racing. And that is tradition. We've got Monday pick threes. Barry and I have dug through the Monday Horseshoe Indy card from the rooter to the tooter to give you our very best pick three plays on the card. Get the past performances pulled up. Let's see. We're talking Horseshoe Monday today, the 22nd of September, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for this card is going to be 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 God, 11:10 a.m. Pacific time. On a specific coast. And Barry, because of how numbers work, I will be leading it off here, because I got it kicked off. That's right. I said kicked off. In race one, and I picked out this sequence because I felt like there was a spot I could single in race two, and I decided to sandwich my single by playing the race one through race three, pick three here. I started off in race one, 8 furlongs, $10,000, Indy bred.
I was steep raised. You think I'm scared to catch a case? What's some bullshit?
Claimer on the dirt. And in this race, I took a smattering of horses that should either be leading or in the first run position in this race, because I didn't think that they go particularly fast. I'm not sure who makes the lead. And I think you might get a little bit of chaos here, including a bomb that might be loose on the lead. My top pick here is going to be the number 8, Black, White, and Gold, 15-1. If I'm going to have this one on the ticket, it gets top pick by virtue of the price here, basically. Since it's the longest odds horse I have in this leg. I'm going 4 deep, but I do think that Black, White, and Gold is the horse that is the most dangerous, because based on the time form early pace figures, this could be the speed of speed in a somewhat paceless race. So I like having that horse at 15-1. It might get bet a little bit from there, I'm willing to admit, but I think you still get a lot of that price. Then I'm also going to be using the one Follow the Money at 7-2, as well as, let's see. Yeah, Follow the Money, 7-2 for Randy Klopp, Fernando De La Cruz, the 3, me and Chile at 5-1 for Israel Garcia with Leahy. I'm not sure. I don't know who Leahy is. And then also the
Hannah Leahy.
Hannah Leahy, got it. Good to know. The 4 Monumental Justice at 8-1 for Funky Tom Medina. Bow, bow, bow.
Tomas,
bow, bow.
the man.
Hey, if your name is Medina and you have a name that can be shortened to one syllable, you're Funky that Medina. Always,
Every time
for me, every single time. I roll my pick 3 into race 2. We're going 8 furlongs, $36,000. Another Indy bred main special weight. And I thought this was the most singleable leg with the most singleable horse on the card, or at least in the races I was willing to play. And this is the kind of horse I'm going to single most times, because this should be the lone early speed in the field of maidens, and in a field of maidens, making the lead early traditionally, bolds pretty well. I'm going to single the 6 Ad Literam at 9-5. Another Fernando De La Cruz up for Randy Klopp spot here for me. And he claimed this one in a maiden claimer last out, and liked this one's chances enough to put it back in without a tag into a maiden special weight race. Ad Literam should have it all her own way on the front end of this race, and Klopp and De La Cruz hit a 29% clip at Horseshoe Indy together. And it's one of the fastest on paper, and at that price, it's a single or toss. And I'm just going to go ahead and choose a single, that 6 Ad Literam. I finish it up. Race 3, 6 furlongs, $5,000. Non-winners are 2 something. I'm just kidding. It's lifetime. It's the condition I'll read. Claimer on the dirt. I flat out decided to use every horse that I thought was capable of winning this race. And it was 4 horses to close out the pick 3. The pace seemed fairly honest, so it looked like your winner could come from a few places, because while it doesn't look like an extreme pace scenario, now it's just a matter of jockey tactics that can make it one whenever they actually run the race. My top pick is going to be the 8 Champ's Dream at 4-1. Should be sitting the wide stalking trip that seems to get the job done a lot of the time at Horseshoe Indy. He did do just that last out in the effort for Lily Gonzalez, and she retained the jock who did it, with Romero getting the mount again. Lightly raced, you like seeing that non-winners of 2 lifetime or non-winners of 3 lifetime condition. So top pick is the 8 Champ's Dream. I'm also going to use these 3 horses to round out my pick 3. The number 1, Ain't No Disco, 9-2. The 2, Mr. Oklahoma at 12-1. The go figure.
Is that Time Lord?
Bred.
Mr. Oklahoma? Time Lord?
He is Mr. Oklahoma, isn't he? He loves him.
He
loves
is.
him some thunder. Yeah. And then the 7, C'est Magnifique for Daniel Simpson with a chart up 7-2. So that rounds out my pick 3, 1 with the 2, 7, 8 in race 3. Barry, you've got a pick 3 for us that starts in race 5, which is 8 furlongs, $43,000. Non-winners of 2 something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Allowance for Indy breds on the turf. What are you doing?
Speaking of Oklahoma, Samantha Perry, Gulfstream. She's Oklahoma people too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've only done one thing with her, but she seems very, very nice. Like a very nice
she's real cool. Real cool.
Yeah.
I've talked to her a couple times. So this race, the 5th, is a nice little state bred turf race going a mile. State bred's going a mile on the turf. $43,000 purse, non-winners of 2. And this race is kind of wide open. If you look at the past performances, just like at a glance, all these horses look the same. And you'll notice that I try to go after races where all the horses look the same, because that usually means chaos ensues. I'm not really sure that's the case in this race in particular, but I do have a horse in this race that might be able to make some noise. So I'm going to use 4 horses in this race. The one, Dreaming Girl, who drew well. The last 2 efforts on the dirt, stretching out. This horse won twice. Going to the lawn makes a lot of sense here for an outfit that is terrible at doing this. But I don't think this race is loaded with a bunch of horses that would dominate or could dominate this race. And I think this one has a shot based on the running style. If she takes to the turf, she'll be in good position. 8-1's a good price, so we're going to put that one on our ticket. We're going to use the 2 Foxy Justice for Aaron West. This horse has all the stats. Second time off the layoff, or this kind of a layoff, 34%. First time turf, 30%, small sample size, but still. Dirt to turf, 20%. Still another small sample size, but again, this seems like something that this trainer does. And he gets his best rider. They hook up at 25%, Sammy Bermudez. Everything makes sense here. So we're going to use that one at 7-2. We're going to use the 5 Sweet Heat, who's coming off a win in a non-winners of 1, same condition, and should be formidable in this spot. Well placed, the whole gambit. 4-1 on the morning line. And the interesting horse is the 7 at 20-1, Inclusive Justice. Now, this horse got on the turf back in January 5th to be exact. Ran a pretty decent race at Tampa that day in a maiden. They tried it again, but got rained off. This horse finished 3rd in a $32,000 maiden at Tampa. Then they show up at Indy trying to get on the turf. It was rained off 3 times. This horse won 2 of those races. Finally gets on the turf, draws poorly, and the way the horse was ridden that day wasn't ideal. They were parked out kind of wide, and they opted to drop back to last or second to last, and were really about that, and just did no running at all. They were about 4 or 5 wide coming around the far turn, and just flattened out. And then they put the horse on turf. They figured he needed a break. Makes sense. Shows up here. Now, if they run on the turf, which I hope they do, this horse I think, has a pretty good shot. You'll see in the workouts, there's a bullet August 26th. And this horse has been laid off since July 12th. So I think this horse has been working. They just haven't, the clockers haven't seen it or missed it. There's another workout September 10th that looks like just a regular maintenance work, pretty slow. So we're going to use those 4. Hopefully we catch the 7.
There you go. You roll it into race 6, 8 furlongs, $38,000 Indy bred maiden special weight on the dirt. How say you with this leg of your pick 3?
Yeah, we're using 2 horses here. The 2 Sombaye King. First time blinkers is a very strong stat for Gennaro Garcia. Getting his, who I think is probably one of the better riders there, Alex Ashard. Should have this one in position. The last time they were in a mile race, the horse didn't really get off too well, was inside, was way back, and I really don't think they were too well meant there. I do think they're well meant today, though, especially with the blinkers on. So we're going to use the 2 at 10-1, and we're also going to use the 5 God and Luck. Just kind of got a trip around the track in the 10 spot. I want to say the connections was like just get him around the track. Don't do too much. He was in the 10 spot. They weren't expecting the win, and I think they just kind of ran around there. Not to mention Jeff Hiles does very well second time out and stretching out. Getting his top rider in Marcelino Pedroza, I think all systems are go. I faded the 7, the favorite, My Lunar Charm. Doesn't get out of the gate. The 2 times this horse ran just didn't get out of the gate, and I think that trend might continue, and it's still going to hurt this horse. If they beat us, it's going to be at a short price, and we wouldn't want it anyway.
There you go. And you roll it into race 7, wrapping up your pick 3, 5 furlongs on the turf, a $43,000 non-Indy bred, an actual wide open maiden special weight on the turf. How are you closing out this ticket?
So we're going to use 2 horses here. We're going to repeat that theme that you kind of went after with the speed in the maiden race. We're going to use the 3 Lindy Can. First time turf last time. Went straight to the lead and was very fast at 19-1. And kind of hung around, just missed sort of. This horse is entered in a race at Churchill on Thursday. And I'm not sure if that horse is going to run here or there. If they run here, they're going to be tough. So we're going to use another horse in case they scratch. The 12, Sunny Ray. Horse getting first time Lasix, ran pretty good first time on the turf at Colonial. I'm going to assume that those races were a little bit tougher than what you're going to see at Indiana. And there's a couple of workouts since. This horse is going to be ready. I know the post kind of stinks from way outside, but there isn't a lot in here. And the horse right directly to the inside, the 11 emoji, has some zip, and this horse can follow and will have that target. So I think Sunny Ray might get a decent trip here. And either one of those should win, and we're going to be cashing.
There we go. Just to the hoop.
Love Duncan, guy. What are you talking about?
That's right.
Love
we
it.
Love Duncan. We love it. Barry, how do you feel about recapping picks?
I think we might have to.
Is mandatory. I feel like that was a happy meeting.
That's good volume.
Good. We're right in the meaty part of the bell curve there. All right, here we go. Monday, Horseshoe Indy, pick 3s. Mine starts in race 1. We're on 4 deep, the 1, 3, 4, and 8. Race 2, single to the 6, ad literam. Then race 3, 1, 2, 7, and 8. That's a $32 play for $2. Barry, we were thinking the same thing denomination wise and total wise. What do you got?
Yep. First race, the race 5. We have the 1, 2, 5, and 7. 7 being the top pick there. Inclusive Justice. We'll take a shot with that one. Race 6, we're going to use the 2 and the 5. Closing out with the 3 and the 12 in race 7. Punch it for 2 for $32 and stand in line right after you do that.
No reason why they pay me.
Don't leave until you get paid.
Don't leave until Whitey pays you. Guys, that's it. We had a little bit of the technical issues this morning, but I feel like we broke through.
We did.
We managed.
Wow, we kicked it.
It was a team win for everybody involved. I'm proud. I'm proud of the organization. Even the guy who parks the cars deserves a little bit of a shout out here. All right, guys, this is it. We're done. We'll be back tomorrow. We're staying at Horseshoe Indy with some more long shot plays here for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we're going to be talking best bets for Churchill Downs Wednesday card. Thursday, TBD. We haven't decided what we're going to do for the big card yet, but we will be doing something. We love you. We'll see you later. Until then, bye-bye. Ooh, what are we gonna use? What are we gonna use?
13,000 cigarettes, preferably 6,000.